Hey everybody, welcome back to Weekly Indie Oneshots, the show where we highlight a game with an interesting story or gameplay design. I am your host and victim, Avaris Paradox. Today's selection is The Old City Leviathan by Postmod Softworks. What drew me to this title is the setting in that the entire game is narratively driven by the protagonist's monologue and his discoveries while exploring this decaying city of a civilization long past. I'm a big fan of games that have this theme of the world as we know it has ended, or in this case, the civilization that used to exist is gone, and it is your journey as the protagonist to unravel the mystery. So let's go ahead and start the game and head inside. Alright, so as always, we're going to take a look at the options menu. So we have your resolutions. I think it goes all the way up to 4K. Window mode, motion blur, VSync, mouse sensitivity. We're going to be using gamepad though because it does support it. We have the gamma options, sound options, master volume. I had to turn down the volume because it was pretty loud, but listen to that music. It's so haunting. Subtitles turned on, and here are your rebindable keys for the game itself and the controller. So let's go ahead and do a new game. And let it load. Loading me. You are about to inhabit a broken mind. Not everything you see or hear is trustworthy. Good to know. I would hate to be confused. The Old City. Me. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of narration in this one, so I'll stop every so often and just let the narration roll so you get an idea of what's going on.
Hello again. I guess it's time for us to chat, as is our routine. Not to imply that this is unwanted. In fact, I think I'm growing rather fond of you. You and I have shared a grand nothingness, and I feel as though your belly is a suitable embassy amidst the unknown above.
So, let's see. There's a typewriter, which I'm guessing this is this guy's word. And actually, let me adjust something right here. Game feels good. Sorry about that. That should be good. Yeah, that feels better. Okay. 31st of January. I often wonder how many times I have woken up to greet you. Hundreds, if not thousands of days have gone by. Surely. I can't believe you had not shown him to me. Solomon, my dear Solomon. Yes, I met him near the south side of this facility. We had a wonderful chat, and I don't want you to feel jealous. A friendship between us would never develop to increase my friendship with you. As he distanced himself from me after mentioning a woman named Bella, the poor fellow was unable to rid his mind of her. Some long-lost friend from an older time, I think. I'm glad I'll never lose you, Leviathan. Our friendship is a special one. So, I think he's referring to the building? Maybe? I mean, he was obviously talking to himself. 2nd of February. He said something about moving north towards happiness and contentment. I get the sense that this was a simple sarcasm, but that often gives way to an actual desire. I do hope he finds what he is looking for. After all, he is making an effort to explore. That's more than I can say for the others. For the other Minotaurs. Excuse me? Minotaurs? Down here. The one whose residence is near the dumping point for the clean water was bad enough, but the new one, this Moses character, does nothing but whine about his precious dwellers and their unwillingness to move. Where's your movement, Moses? To be fair, he did leave the other day. He said he was meeting with the order camp somewhere north. So we have a Moses now. The 5th of February. He's back. Not Solomon, no, the other one, Moses. Just down the way. It's so hard to keep track of all the Minotaurs these days. But I'm sure you know them all. You are a perceptive one, aren't you? Anyway, he's back, and I feel compelled to go and meet him again. I'm quite the social butterfly, I'll have you know. Granted, whenever I attempt dialogue, I usually get the same tired story about how insane I am, or some other nonsense. Moses doesn't like me. He had the nerve to say that you don't exist. He said that I am an idiot bumbling around, spewing my mind to you. Well, Moses I'm no fan of your work either. 7th of February. The fool, he's made the switch. At least that's what they say. I made the switch once, and my mind has never fully recovered. I embraced void, but resurfaced quickly enough to survive. Why have you done this, Moses? Why have you dived into uselessness? After I switched to the unclean water, I began to see the world for what it could be, the vasts of nothingness. I can only rely on you to unveil reality again, Leviathan. You must show me what they have done and what this place is, lest I implode in my own abyss. 15th of April. He's gone. No longer will he exist as a parasite in your belly. He has made his escape, his journey to Tarshish, and I cannot help but feel as though he is brave in doing so. On the other hand, here I sit alone, with nothing to show for myself. I have become static. I sit here consuming the supplies from the old city, never even considering what the sources might hold. Shall I continue to rot? Perhaps I should drink off of the unclean water again. After all, if I am useless, there is no reason not to dissolve. No, I will continue to cling to sanity. Like a man lost in his hope, I will cling to your innards, like the parasitic worm I am. 30th of November. It has been long enough. I have wasted away being useless for enough time to see that there must be a change. Tomorrow, Leviathan. Tomorrow I will make my journey. I will reach the surface and I will find the old city. I will find the sources. Jonah. So, my character's name is Jonah. But what really concerns me is the fact that there are minotaurs and biblical allegories all over the place. So, that's a bit disconcerting. There's skulls on this map. Interesting. It doesn't look like I can interact with anything, unfortunately. He walks very slow. There's the run button. Not much of a help then. Here, can I? Nope. Getting it there. Let's see. Let's see. This goes down to the sewer? Interesting. So yeah, Jonah and the Leviathan.
Do you
That's
want
clever.
me here?
Oh, what?
I know the question must seem odd, if not insulting, but I really must ask. You seem distant as of late.
That writing on the wall just changed. I saw that. I'm not losing my mind. It literally changed as soon as I reached this point. Okay, well, the beginning of the game did say that this is taking place in an unsound mind, so I guess it shouldn't be that surprising. But still, that was a bit jarring. Let's see. Can't go that way apparently because it just drops off. Plants. So yeah, this is running on the Unreal Engine too. In case you didn't notice. Yeah, it's nice and atmospheric. I really like it. If this is just what one building looks like, I can't wait for the city. Water source main. And it's a drop off, so I guess I can't get anywhere yet. So I will go to the sewer main, because why not? Sewer main B exits. Cool. I don't die. Okay, I'm alive.
Admittedly, and please do not take offense, your innards sometimes frighten me. Even in the complete safety of a belly and to myself, there are places like this that I do not want to know.
me thinks that Jonah is a bit crazy. Let's go down before we go up, because that was the whole point of coming here in the first place. So yeah, Jonah.
I wonder if the dwellers would cluster together like rats if they really understood the true value of isolation. All of their pathetic little wars and ridiculous assumptions of superiority would be washed away if they all had their own private labyrinths to roam around in. Granted, they could never understand the importance of the individual, the megalomania of justice in the guild, order, and, yes, even the unknowing. It's far too strong. There really is no point in even attempting dialogue.
Huh. So now we have 3 factions that we know of. We have the Order, the Guild, and the Dwellers. Dwellers were mentioned in the note from Moses, or the note about Moses, and him complaining about his quote-unquote dwellers. So I guess the Dwellers were his people that, I don't know, it looks like they left. Pigs waste what is not swilled. Okay. Good enough. Oh, I want to go back downstairs. Back upstairs. So, oh, there's one. Okay, good. Let's say I hope I didn't come down here for nothing. Yay. Okay, an eyeball. I wonder if that's going to be a constant theme. And there's a sign with what looks like a minotaur skull. Okay. Ooh.
As a child, before the lots were cast, my parents moved around a great deal. State of motion was not constant, of course, but it was frequent. Honestly, I loved the newness of it. I loved feeling like a sculpture, clay added over and over, but with an artist always ready to carve from my form that which I did not require, continually reshaping my psychology. Bags in front of me during the unfortunately early hours before departure. They seemed to decrease in number with each successive voyage.
Huh. Interesting. So here's a map of the old city. There's the water treatment and subway access. I wonder where we are in relation to this map. Looks like it might have been drawn by a kid, too. And we have some more notes. Let's see, note 784. It's funny, isn't it? Months into travel, and at the end of it, I am left with absolutely nothing. They told me that I should seek out the water treatment facility on this northwestern portion of the island. Oh, we're on an island. They told me that if I found it, I would met with a conglomerate endeavor to reach the inland. I was told that the Order and the other enemies of the Guild would not interfere with our attempts at progress. No one ever told me that the conglomerate endeavor in question was simply the continuation of the same pointless struggle against nothingness. Okay. Note 785. I suppose this is my punishment for assuming movement has any worth. Miles and miles I ventured, all of this time spent, all of this pain endured, and here I sit with nothing to show for it, but a dirty old mattress and a stagnant mind. That's the best part of it all, really. The best part is that I haven't changed. I'm the same idiot stumbling around in a fallen world that I was years past. Luckily, now that death is finding me like an old lover, rejected yet loyal, it doesn't matter that the Dwellers don't seem to be concerned with the enemy. Note 786. Then again, why would they be concerned? Why would they want to find meaning that the old city must provide if they already have their own? What need would there be for change? I am so horribly idiotic, aren't I? I should have seen it. No matter. It's about to be over, thankfully, and this pathetic waste of a life won't be here to trouble anyone anymore. Onward with your endeavors, then, Dwellers. I'm sure you'll make headway with your enemies someday. Surely it won't result in the continuation of an infinite conflict that will never be resolved. Surely, by the greater I. What a fucking joke it all is. Greater I, okay. 787. I met a local minotaur named Jonah. He is a friendly reminder of sanity's fragility. Drank from the unclean water, no doubt. In speech he seems normal until a point, and that point is his dive into the bizarre. I would call it pretentious if it wasn't so obviously born of pure insanity. I guess I can't complain, as it's far better than nonsense I hear from the guild. At least Jonah doesn't make weightless promises of inland ventures. No, he's firmly planted in this place, as if stuck in a loop. He keeps returning to the vague memories of his childhood as if they could protect him. In the middle of a thought, he'll bring it back from the void, just to make everything seem safe. Oh, so Jonah, my character apparently, is a quote-unquote minotaur. That could just be a title. And he was using his story about his travels with his family to make him not think about the position he's in or where he is in the structure. So it's his little stress ball. Sort of like some people will hum if they're in a scary situation or things like that. Or, little things. Opens a door. Oh. Ooh. Is this Jonah's old home, perhaps? Ooh. My father showed me in the heavens Ziz flies, his winds like clouds darken the skies. Still Behemoth is roaming in this desert unknown, dunes reaching forward, there where no seed is sown. Under these beasts, beneath the depths of abyss, Leviathan's creeping, Shoal's prince of dis. Abba guided onward by the strength of his hand, I let slip between my fingers my grasp of the sand. He wondered curious, do you know where you are? Indeed I did not. All I could see was the blue. I told him plainly, does it matter? I'm right here with you. That is a very interesting poem. The creepy music is also a nice touch. Okay. Red door. What? Okay, head toward the light. These are things we're doing. Because why not?
I shouldn't be here.
Uh-oh. He's freaking out. Into the light. And where are we at? Ooh. Are we outside? Nice stained glass windows. I can't crouch. That doesn't look legible anyway. Am I in a mansion? Oh, there's someone at that table. Am I hallucinating? Is that Sheogorath? Oh, there's two people. Oh. Okay. It's a moment frozen in time? Or they're statues. Something even more remarkably creepy. It looks like a statue. This is so bizarre. Nothing to read. But yeah, it's like a moment frozen in time. Which in and of itself is kind of interesting. Happy and contented. Oh! This is Bella and Moses. I think. I mean, it makes sense, but maybe that's Bella and Moses. This is where they went for their happiness and contentment. Okay. Yeah. That's something.
I cannot swim this deep. Let me out. Please.
Swim deep. Okay, crazy. And we're back in the room. Somehow. But, yeah, that was, what? The certitude of the ancients comes with the new code, annihilating those deemed anachronistic. Indeed, Dover runs red. Certitude of the ancients comes with new code. Annihilative, those deemed anachronistic. Indeed, Dover runs red. Dover runs red. Red. And that 3 is backwards. That is annoying as hell. Creepy flashing light. That entire situation was kind of creepy, actually. Perfectly honest. I mean, I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was a hallucination or what the hell just happened. But I think we're done in this area because there are really no other side paths I can see. Unless I can go in the water. I might be able to go in the water, actually. Let's see. Looks like it has railing all the way around. Oh well. Well, we did have another route to go, and hopefully we'll be able to look at that before I cut off this weekly shot. But yeah, I like it. I like the fact that they're slowly spoon-feeding me information about the world and allowing me to make my own judgments about what's going on, or what has gone on. To the sources. Oh, I just noticed all the graffiti is changing in response to where I am in the process. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. A little leading, but I like it. Go up the ladder to the all-seeing eye. Ooh, this is interesting. Exit. What's over here? It's off the beaten path, so. It's off the beaten path, so I might as well take a look at it, right? Ooh, what's this? Solomon's Note. And a reverse 3. Let's see. There we go. Ooh, these are very long. I might actually skip these for now. Yeah, it looks like this is going to give a lot of backstory. I would read it, but it looks like it's going to be extremely long, and I don't have that much time, unfortunately. So we'll take a look at that another time, if we decide to do a playthrough of this. And by the way, let me know what you think as far as this game goes, if you want me to actually play this through to completion. There's a person in that chair that I didn't notice until now, and that kind of startled me a bit. But yeah, if you want me to do a playthrough of this that's complete, let me know. And oh my god, what happened to your face?
Would you be angry with me if I removed his work? I'm not exactly a fan. Before I assumed this portion of your stomach, he existed as a parasite, eating away at your flesh before making his escape. I'm told that he refused to accept the sustenance you haul in from the outside. Some say he went insane after attempting to live off of the unclean water. Poor fool.
Ugh. No one sees, apparently. Yeah. And now you don't have any eyes, because you're dead. Let's read these, shall we? January 24th, entry 1. This endeavor is new to me, but I suppose no other of my kind has written a journal of their discoveries, at least none that I have read. Why is it that I wonder, why do the others, though, spread thin in this hellhole, prefer talking to themselves aimlessly and without end? They wander in the dark, spewing their mind as if the walls themselves were engaging them. No matter, the walls will not hear my thoughts. No, the thoughts are for you, reader, whoever you are. January 25th. I met with the order camp near the down subway car today. It is always interesting how they and the others down here have taken to living in our collective filth, though. I suppose the grass is always greener when you can see the other side. If I can plan some sort of coordinated effort to get to the surface, I think we can travel much faster. What we need is a rigid system and cooperation. January 26th, Entry 3. Back when I was dubbed a Minotaur by the Council of Modernity, I assumed the title granted me at least a modicum of authority over the logistical affairs. This doesn't appear to be the case with the Order Camp, however, as they've rejected me outright. The title seems to distance me from them. Sometimes I feel the thought the Council is I feel as though the council is no better than the rabble of pre-mods that they combated. The pre-mods themselves are almost entirely eliminated, but our current populace is just as stubborn and unwilling to challenge their current status. So we have in the Modernity Council, which dubbed him the rank of Minotaur, so I guess I'm the rank of Minotaur too. And there's a council, and there's pre-mods who are these people who are fighting the Order who are almost dead at that point. January 27th. Entry 4. Today I decided to use a different tactic than I had used before. Instead of pulling rank, I opted to use reason. As common dwellers, we are all aware that our supply of water and food is largely provided by the Old City. It is clear that this simple supply is simply the leftovers of a much larger meal, a hand-me-down from some other entity in a much better financial situation. While this free sustenance is appreciated, wouldn't you rather find the source? Apparently I alone have that sentiment. I will try harder. February 3rd, entry 5. I can't read today. It has been a week since my last entry. I have tried everything. These people are intolerable. I've tried every measure of reason to no avail. They'd rather drink the old city's charity water than find the fountain. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Every time I give a reason to escape this underground purgatory, it becomes more evident to myself how badly I personally need to get out, and every time they refuse, it becomes more obvious how hopeless the situation really is. So I'm kind of curious. Just because he met the Order, he talks about the people down here like talking to themselves and acting crazy. If this person is not Solomon, I mean, he kind of looks like the person in the stilled image. So that is really interesting. Huh. I don't know. I do not know. But with that, I think I'm going to call it here. So yeah, this has been the Old City Leviathan, should I say, by Postmod Softworks. It is available on Steam, and if you want to read more about it, there'll be links in the description below. And if you like this video, please make sure to like, because it lets me know what content you all enjoy and whether I should do more content like this. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you like this content, please make sure to like this video and maybe even share it with your friends. If you want to see more of this, make sure to subscribe or follow me on social media, since YouTube sub boxes tend to lag behind. And as always, I will see you in the next video.